is time for the DraftKings postgame show. Our semifinal matchups are done. Lovias advances to the title game where they're going to take on the defending ball-in-play champion. Hook, line, sinkers. After Lovias came out and just simply dismantled McFlurry Power, Pete Moylan, we weren't sure how he was going to go with the bad hamstring. And guess what? He broke the hearts of McFlurry Power, allowing just 8 runs in the first frame.
He should now be known as Peter Moylan, because honestly, he absolutely tore them to shreds and then just spat them out. That was unbelievable. In cricket, you would say he bowled 3.2 overs and he had figures of 4 for 20. Those wickets, and it was the way that he did it straight from the start. It just absolutely left them shell-shocked. But a shout-out to the rest of the team, too, because of the way they fielded, I thought was really impressive. They just kept it on. Brilliant catching, fielding by little Dalton, little Peter Parker. And what about his
You want to, like, grab his cheeks.
I do. And they've unlocked, Nicky Cass has unlocked something in him when it comes to bat in hand. So that's been wonderful to see. And Peter Moylan, remember, oldest player in this team. What did I teach you? What do we say in cricket?
Old guys win shit. I'm just telling. I can't wait for that shirt. I cannot. Shop.johnboymedia.com. But first, let's hear from the star of the game, who is with Kelsey Wingert.
I guess initially your reaction to the booth, making sure everybody watching knows that you're the oldest person in this tournament.
That's wonderful. I feel it actually right now. I feel very, very old, and I'm glad that I'm reminded of that on a daily basis.
Some are saying it's not fair to have you in this tournament. I guess your feelings on those remarks.
I'm not sure what would make it not fair based on the performances before today. I just got into zone today, spent a bit of time warming up. It's not very far. You got to make the adjustments quickly, and you got to see what the hitters are doing. It's just about reading the hitters.
I know we were talking about yesterday when you knew your big league career was over was when you were having a hard time hitting like 84. Yeah. You're not having a hard time staying under the velocity limit here.
No. Down is good for me. Anything below the speed limit right now is really good for me. I found a way to spin it with a way that makes it moves a little bit. That magic hole in the middle is just calling my name today. It was quite nice.
Which magic hole was your favorite?
I think K-Mac. K-Mac's doing some damage in this place for a long, long time. So to be able to quiet him a little bit with a magic hole was nice.
Only championship games you've played in or been a part of in your professional career was with the Melbourne Aces. Yes. Some would say the warehouse is even bigger than that. How are you feeling about going into a game with an opportunity, your first time as a player, to hang a banner?
Like I said, it's about adjustment. So I know the other team. I know Hook Line was sitting there watching that game, watching my form, watching my pitch sequencing. So I'm going to have to come up with something different for those guys. But look at the rest of the team. Look at the guys. Look what they did today without me. I couldn't do anything. I knew that I was only going to pitch today, so I needed to do exactly what I did today to show that Lovias is back, and we're here for a reason.
So Peter Moylan and Team Lovias, they are off to the title game. Unfortunately for McFlurry Power, they are off to vacation. But first, they're going to stop in the press room. Guys, we appreciate the time. And K-Mac, it's rather jarring when the first two guys go up there and all of a sudden they're sitting down because of the wicket game. How jarring was that for you guys?
Yeah, no, that was a tough start. That was not what we were expecting. But sometimes you got to tip your cap. Peter found his pitch. I think he's the only pitcher in this tournament to figure out how to throw a real breaking ball. And it's not like baseball or blitzball where you can see a spin on a ball. It is a flat ball, and you see no spin. So that thing moved. I don't know why he said he needs to change what he's doing, because you could tell people that he's only throwing a fastball and a slider, and you don't know the difference because there's no spin. So he could just do that again, and no one will hit him the rest of the tournament. So if he does that again, Lovias won't lose.
Nicky, I do want to start with you, talking about the guy to your right in Peter Moylan. We didn't even know if he'd be available, how effective he would be. It must warm your heart.
You know, Rosie, nothing big brings me more joy than seeing my teammates do well. And the guy was an ace, and it was just so much fun to watch. I was grinning ear to ear on the inside, although I was trying to keep everybody low because, listen, you know,
anything can happen.
Job not finished. Job not finished. So we got one more to go, but just to be able to see Pete do his thing, that thing was disgusting. Wouldn't you agree? Unreal.
I think he knew my cricketing background, so made sure he aimed for my body, and I genuinely thought that first ball was going to hit me in the head or go over me, and then within the last metre, I reckon, dipped straight into the hole, and again, like K-Mac said, sometimes you're just beaten by someone that's better, and that was incredible.
Pete, by the way, you are a dead set ledge.
Thanks,
and you know exactly
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, that's it's a colloquial term for something that probably is pretty impressive. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll judge him.
You were speaking to Kelsey about the sequencing of pitches. Can you tell me what they were? What was the sequencing out there? What did you decide to do?
Yeah, so I started to flick more breaking balls than anything else, as you saw with the magic holes, and then you just got to read their swings. Once they got comfortable seeing that, I'd throw something different. The ability to be able to mix movements and mix speeds is what keeps these guys off balance, and I found that today. Plus, my defense behind me was insane.
Jack, it was your first time in the warehouse as a content creator that's joining us from England. Just your overall impressions of what transpired throughout this tournament, and how do you explain it to people that have never set foot in this place?
It is an interesting one when you get told you're being picked up in the airport in a black van and taken to a warehouse. It's kind of like, okay, let's see how we get on. But the best way I've been describing it to people at home is a mixture of cricket and baseball in a warehouse, and the most energy I've ever seen in something that is really all for fun. So, yeah, it's been a brilliant experience, and fingers crossed we can come back next year because, yeah, we've got a title to win.
Dalton, you guys did it again. We saw it in the quarterfinal. We now have seen it in the semifinal. Is it that you guys are mind-screwing the other team?
That's just our identity. The D in Dalton is for defense. All of us for Love Yous, that's our brand. The defense, the bowling, the striking, everything's clicking at the right time. Peter,
We
my
love
gosh.
the D.
We love the D.
Well, we wouldn't be able to be here in this warehouse in this great tournament and bringing you some great press conferences if it weren't for our friends and our sponsors over at DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook is here to help you get closer to the action. Wondering what the DraftKings Sportsbook app offers? Well, check out DraftKings Parlays, same-game parlays, and SGPXs. Combine multiple bets together from the same game for a shot at even a bigger payout. And if sports betting is still not available in your state, you don't got to worry because you can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win some cash prizes. So get some skin in the game and download the DraftKings app right now. And don't forget to use our promo code WAREHOUSE. That's promo code WAREHOUSE only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Fuck yeah.
Well, this magic hole right here proved to be huge for Peter Moylan as he contributed 3 magic holes today. And it's Team Levia's moving on to the championship game. Only 8 points in that first inning for McFlurry Power. Talk about an ego buster. So it'll be hook, line, sinker. Team Levia's in the championship game. The semifinals is over. Chris and Mel. Let's get this game going.
We are in the warehouse. It is time for the second season Ball and Play League, the pregame show. It's presented to you by DraftKings. It is time to crown a champion. This, of course, Melinda Farrell. I am Chris Rose. Kelsey Wingert is hanging out somewhere in the warehouse. We love it. We've got Love Yous taking on the defending champion, hook, line, sinkers. And let's start right there. They have never lost a game in this competition. They were 8-0. They got mightily tested in the semifinals against Woogas. Woogas was just chasing 11 runs with 5 good pitches left, and BBD slammed the door shut.
I've renamed him. He is no longer BBD. He is Balls of Titanium, and it's incredible the way he's bowled. Not one single wide in the entire tournament until his second last ball of that particular semi-final, but it didn't matter. He just kept his nerve. He is something else, and they've got one of the biggest hitters in the whole tournament in Jolly Olive, so they're going to be tough to beat.
They are, but if there's a team that can do it, perhaps it is Love Yous. It's all about bowling and defense. They are the #1 team defensively in terms of defensive runs saved. But what about the performance by the injured Peter Moylan in the semifinal win over McFlurry Power?
Well, it's that Aussie ticker, mate. It's that Aussie ticker. Not just the ticker, it's the golden freaking arm. He's only got one hamstring. But that doesn't matter. He doesn't need it because what he's got here is just something else. They can't pick him. They can't pick him out of the hand. If he bowls the way he did in the semi-final, then wow, it could blow this game open early.
This one should be a great matchup. Let's hear from both teams. They're standing by with Kelsey Wingert.
Team Love Yous, how are we feeling? Nicky, you've been kind of the face of this team for decades now. What does it mean for you to be playing for a banner?
It means the world. I'm very excited on the inside, but the job's not finished. And all I really am looking forward to is getting out there with my boys, because it really is. There's no feeling like it, watching our guys do their jobs and just having a good time while doing it. So we're just going to try and do the same thing now.
Jolly, I mean, for you, what has this run been like to experience? Never losing in ball and play, maybe still under the radar at times you guys fly. Is that fair?
I think that's fair. We play a lot of close games, which is, part of ball and play. We have a lot of theatrics going at the end of our games, but I think it means a lot to me because I've failed pretty spectacularly in the Captain's League in this exact sport. So to run it back with the same guys from last year and prove that we were as good as we were, it means a lot to me.
Speaking of watching guys, Dalton, what was it like for you to watch Peter Moylan sink 3 magic holes in the last semifinal game?
My live reaction was, ah! Oh, it was amazing, man. Like Peter comes from the broadcasting booth down here and dominates in the semifinals, helps us guide us to the championship game, and hopefully we replicate it. Would be amazing. What a story. Potential banner before some of the greats here. Peter from the broadcast booth, amazing.
Drew, we've seen you sacrifice your body a lot throughout these tournaments here at the warehouse, but BBD seemed to one-up everybody sacrificing his body in the last game. How much of an inspirational performance for the team was that from BBD for everybody else?
Got me all fired up is what it did, seeing BBD take one literally to the chin and then take one to the head and then just get back up and bowl like he did. It was inspiring.
Hammad, how lucky do you feel that you were named to this team out of all the teams?
I love it. It's great to, share these moments with these legends. So I love it.
Oh, we love you, man.
Something that was inspiring but not necessarily for you guys because you weren't involved in the game was Peter Moylan, the 3 magic holes in the semifinal matchup. Jazz Coran, is there any way that you guys can defend that to avoid that happening?
We're not thinking too much about it, as we've been saying. Like, we just take it ball by ball, pitch by pitch. So I'm going to back my cricket shots to him. Hopefully, I want to do something different. I just don't want to stand there and swing. I would try play scoops both sides of the wicket. Hopefully, that would work out.
Peter, just what has it done for your self-confidence to know that you still have it? Have you received any calls? Are you hiring an agent?
No, I'm not. It feels good to just contribute. Like I keep saying, we're all just going to go out there and do our job. We all have a role in this team. And as long as everybody does their job, I think we'll come out with a victory, obviously.
And I also got an uncle. If he gets any bills, we'll handle it.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Hey.
We are getting ready for the championship game. And I'm interested in seeing what is the vibe out here. Selfish, getting people ready, throwing them curveballs.
There you go, hook, line, sinkers.
Oh, yeah? Line sinkers, huh?
All the pressure on Joe.
Job not finished.
Wait, job not finished, huh? Let's go, Nicky. You ready?
Yes.
Game time, Joes. Let's go.
Oh, Dalton, baby. 1-4, Dalton.
All 4 hook line sinkers to the owner's suite. All 4 hook line sinkers up to the owner's suite.
Yeah, one more look at our SeatGeek playoff bracket. Then there were 2 hook line sinkers taking on Love Yous. And as you take a look at the overall warehouse standings, McFlurry Power currently leading, but that is tenuous at best because if Hookline lifts another banner, they will leapfrog McFlurry Power for first. Love Yous has a chance to at least pull even with McFlurry Power there at the top. Wooga's very much in contention, and then you got 4 teams still looking to get off the schneid with 2 more events coming your way here in 2024. All right, it is prediction time. Kelsey, what do you have?
Am I an idiot for picking against the undefeated team in ball and play and the defending champs? Maybe. But I'm going with Team Love Yous. What we saw from Peter Moylan in the semifinals, the 3 magic holes, Nicky Cass's bat coming around, Dalton, what he's doing defensively, and of course Hammad and the experience he brings from cricket, you guys. I'm going with Team Love Yous, hanging a banner here in our beautiful, beautiful home of our Jersey City warehouse.
You know what? Love Yous, they bought my affections early on in this tournament by giving me swag. Little Dalton would leave presents for me up here. He's so sweet.
So adorable.
He's so adorable. And I went away from that. I went against my heart in the semifinals, and I didn't pick them. But you know what? I'm never making that mistake again.
Wow. Okay, so do we make it a clean sweep for Love Yous? The answer is absolutely not. Hook, line, sinkers. They've become the heel of this tournament. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. People just don't like them. You know what I like? Perfection. I like to see it. They're going to improve to 9-0. They'll hang another ball and play banner, and they'll be the team to beat next year in 2025 in season 3 of this. So congratulations to Love Yous.
That's the kiss of death.
That is it.
That's the kiss of death.
That is it. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow night because it is the final of Ball and Play League. For Mel, for Kelsey, for our amazing John Boy Media production team, we will see you for the final. Thanks for tuning in to the DraftKings pregame show.